Hey guys, welcome back to our Ichi the Witch series. Chapter 6 is here and it's packed with revelations about Uroro's past that will blow your mind. You don't want to miss this read through and your discussion just because we might cover something that you might like. Don't want to miss it out because we won't be going through this chapter again. Might be doing a little reviews in here and there, but we're on the catch up for the catch up. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get right into the chapter. Starting off here on page 1 is the lovely cover. We have Shibarona with her, her hand over her eye like this, looking like a magnifying glass. Eyes still looking crazy and swirly as ever. Chapter is the 6th Hunt, Team Descaras. Okay, we're on page 2. The top panel here is it's a flashback of our man King Uroro. He starts off with, "For much of my life, I've watched witches mercilessly hunt magics. We magics were here long before humanity. We lived together, laughed together, helped each other grow and improved. Our days were peaceful and harmonious." He's giving a whole story here. He's got a little flashback, got the sparkles around him, trying to persuade us to taking his side. Page 3. But then humanity was born. Humans hunted magics, exploited us for our own selfish desires. I've watched hundreds of my own kind be captured, humiliated, used as tools. Why must it only be us magics who suffer? Why must arrogant, greedy humans spread and thrive? You see, it gets darker. He depicts humans as this dark entity that is a predator on the kind of magics. It goes down and it shows, as far as one panel of the witches just brutalizing magics. They're just like, running away, and him kind of looking at some sort of like sage, some sort of like godlike pure figure that is just, merely fighting against the witches to protect his people. He looks down at Ichi and says, "Ichi, you have potential. With my help, you could easily wipe out all witches. You felt their malice a moment ago. You didn't hesitate to attack them. Clearly, this means you can fight humans as readily as anything else. What's wrong with siding with magics then?" Ichi, looking around, taking a stare at the mirror and those around him. The research club, looking startled and shocked. Uroro continues, "Join me." Our man Ichi just face still blank. Descaras is even looking scared. He continues, "We'll go on a witch hunt. Together, we'll free the trapped magics from the witch's nefarious clutches. Come, Ichi." He reaches out his hand. Ichi reaches out his and grasps it and throws him over his shoulder, slamming him into the ground. This choreography is great because you can see the whole motion here. If this right here gets animated, I might even just pop it up whenever I get a chance. But if you could see this, it almost looks as if it were animated. Page 7. He slams him in the ground, and it kind of like turns him into like this magical like goop that washes over the research crew. He's like, "Uroro goo got in my eyes." Ichi says, "Ultimate technique, one shot shoulder throw. I've used that to take even bears down in one throw." Wow. That was a whole lot of bald-faced lies all at once. If you hated magics being hunted as much as you say, you would have been more upset when I caught Inazuri. And if you really wanted revenge for them, your eyes would gleam with a fierce light. But your eyes are empty. It's as if you aren't interested in anything but yourself. And like I said before, I'm sensitive to hostile presences. I can feel your bloodlust constantly seething in my gut. I've lost track of the number of times I've had to resist the sudden urge to take my knife and stab myself. Now, this man right here, he thought he had one. He thought he had one. He thought he was going to get a good number one on this boy, Ichi. He said, this is going to be a smooth picking. I'm going to convince this man right here to come on my side. And when I finally do, all the witches are going to take him out because he's going to use my power one good time and fall asleep for 3 days. And that's when they'll be able to strike and take this man out, and I'll be free. And then nobody will be able to capture me again because the one person who was able to capture me was able to do it. What do y'all think? What would y'all be doing if you were Ichi? Would you side with Uroro, or would you side with the Witch Association? Or would you try to do your own thing and say screw both sides? But I mean, like, you kind of have to deal with Uroro, you know. But hey, we'll see how it is. What would y'all do in this case? Page 10. So the sympathy angle doesn't work on you, huh? You're more heartless than I thought. The world would have been better off if you had listened to me and got yourself killed along with the witches, you feral brat. It pans over to Ichi. Ha ha ha! You show your true colors, parasite. And now I get to hunt a whole lot more pests like you. Things just got much more fun. The two start wrestling each other, fighting on the ground, just kind of punching at each other. I wonder if Uroro could feel the punches though, but they just keep fighting at each other. Page 11. He's in a fist fight with Uroro. They seem highly compatible. The Scarus responds, birds of a feather, huh? Or idiots of a single brain cell in this case. Shirabedona, personally, I think he's the right one. Yes, I vouch for you. You're good. With this, the judgment is complete. Ladies, do you agree? Shirabedona looks up. Ichi and Uroro are confused. Not really sure what she means by that. Ichi, you are hereby officially recognized as a witch of the Mantail Witches Association. These flyers start raining from the ground as she holds her hand in the air. The other witches have granted their approval too. That's suspiciously fast, Ichi responds. It's because I said you're good. Didn't you wonder why I, out of everyone, was the one who got permission to approach and examine you? It's because my analysis are never ever wrong. If I say something is correct, then it is by definition correct. That's why I am Shirabedona, the analytic witch. So you're saying you're actually really special? The Scarus face bombs in more than one way. Still, it can't hurt to have insurance. Let's assign a watcher to Ichi. Someone who'll go wherever he goes, observing and recording his actions. The Scarus says, recording? They all three look over to the witch that crash landed with them in at the end of chapter 4. She goes, what? Good, that decides that. The association's provisioners have a uniform ready for you. Your wand? Well, that's your knife, I guess. That should undergo full maintenance as well. Excuse me? Please slow down. Alright, so it looks like they just drafted the young witch that landed with them. Quite interesting. It's funny that she got wrapped in all this. She said she was having a bad day back then, and now it is all come full circle. She's not getting away from Ichi at all. His kindness has led her to hell and back. Page 15. It looks like they have to visit the fashion department of the Mantail Witch Association. They have a tailor there holding a box. She says, of course, I have it right here. We've never made a man's uniform before. Not in the whole history of the association. We were so excited we kind of went all out. Don't you worry about the size. The outfit will adjust itself to fit. But if there's anything you want to add to it, feel free to come discuss it with us. Oh, and I really would like to get a proper measurement for you. Would you come by sometime later? He's like, okay. They're going like squee. So it looks like some of these witches are infatuated with our man Ichi. You know, man, he got the Riz on lock. He got the babes on him already. He's the first day in the school here, the first day in the association, and all the ladies are like, "Oh my gosh, Ichi, can we get your measurements for your suit? You know, we want to make sure the magic items fit right. You know, we gotta tailor you. You know, there's never been a male witch before. You know, it's just for just for research. It's just to get an understanding." My guy got the Riz, and he don't even know it. Play is gonna play. He gonna keep chilling himself. He got them all on lock, man. Itchy, we see you, brother. We see you, brother. Hey, he's out here doing his thing. Young man, a player. Young man, a player right now. They ain't gonna watch him. He gonna need the scars over there to keep him on lock. Now they're gonna keep him out of trouble. All right, now they visiting. We're on page 16 here. They're gonna be They visited the wand and tool department. I guess what is it? The hex tech or the magitech engineer, the magic engineer here. They're like magic stone, please. They hand the Raiko stone over to them and says, looks like the stones don't change, even if it's a man who caught it. Your wand, whoa, a dagger, huh? Well loved too. I'll give it a new edge. Oh, I want to decorate the hilt, but will it hold up? Heck, might as well remake that from scratch too. Black, since the magic stones, the gold and purple of Twilight. No, make that white. Red would be cool too. There, all is in readiness. They're going all out on this guy. The tinkerer here of the wand and tool department, most definitely a nerd. Nothing wrong with that. They about to get this man in a whole new drip. You know what they say, and if it's in an anime or a manga, and the character has a new set of clothing on, a new suit, new something on them, they gotta power up. So Ichi here, he's going from being a regular hunter to a official witch of the association. This is a nice upgrade. I'm enjoying this. Now, onto your first mission. Your target is the Hisami magic. We received multiple reports of frost damage from nearby villages. Acquire Hisame as quickly as possible and save the villagers. We're counting on you, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, they're going over here and get a Naruto character, boy. It's Hisame, right? Yeah, they're gonna get Hisame, right? Oh no, that's a missing in. I thought that's the wrong person. Yeah, but hey, they got Hisame from Naruto, the missing in. They gonna pick them up, get the ice power. They're gonna do some clone jutsu or something, right? No, I'm playing. No, that's cool. They already got him on the first mission. So he's gonna have a lightning magic and an ice magic and the amplifying magic. That's a kind of cool setup to have. Imagine being able to freeze the people and hit them with a lightning blast like that. Man, he's gonna be able to take them out real quick. Man, it's a giant shark. Man, that's too cool. The reason why I said Hisame, it reminded me of maybe it's Kasame. Yeah, Kasame Hoshigaki. He's the shark guy. It's like one letter off. Hisame and Kasame. I was almost there. That's what it reminded me of. All right, page 18. Anti-human hater magic squad team Discaris. Team led by Discaris. Team members Ichi, Kumugi, Witch Research Club, Uroro, because I mean technically he's a part of the team. He's all dripped out, man. He got the whole black fit on him, dog. He looks clean, man. He looks like a combination of the what is it, the Jujutsu Kaisen guy, who had all the summons. He looks kind of like him a little bit, and like Tanjiro. I like this. Page 19. Let's go. No one's listening to me. It's time to hunt an ice shark. All right. So this chapter here was mostly about Ichi getting his approval after kind of getting a run through with Uroro. So we had a good idea and understanding of how the magics were around, but after getting and seeing like Uroro's background, where he was talking about how like, oh, magics were here before and then humans started killing them. I wonder if he was like a piece of work then with the other magics, or if some of them enjoyed being around him as well. Because if he's considered the king magic, I wonder if he played some role in that world or that realm, or if they just lived on the earth as always, you know. But it was kind of cool, interesting to see that he would try to play on Ichi's emotions, considering Ichi doesn't really seem like the type of person who would be swayed by, you know, the emotions or any form of emotional manipulation. And I say that because he has a very set rule where he's just like, if they try to fight me, or if it's dead, it's dead. He doesn't say death for death. So if they're trying to take me out, I'm gonna take it out. Whereas the only reason why he took out Uroro is because Uroro was trying to take out another human. So he was like, hey, bet. It is what it is. And even if it wasn't self-defense, I think he's the type of person where it's like the survival of the fittest. So and he wouldn't take out magics that are just chilling. You know, they're just cooling it, then he's not gonna do that. And I enjoyed seeing that he just body slammed it like that, and the artwork to show that how he did it and why he did it. It's kind of cool. It made me happy that he was able to get their approval, and it was a great point that Ichi pointed out how if Uroro really cared about magics being hunted, he would have had a different reaction, and he would have tried to stop him prior to him hunting. What was it? Inazuri. Yeah, that's his name, Inazuri. So but when he didn't stop him from hunting Inazuri, he was just like, wow, don't even butcher him. He's like, you gotta take out the heart or whatever. He like told him how to do it, for all I remember. So he caught on quick that Uroro was not about that action. And Ichi being so in tune with his kind of like hunter instinct, the fact that he was like, I felt all that hatred you were just emitting inside of me, so I know that you're lying to me. I kind of agree with the other witches here that they're made for each other. They're like perfect counterbalance, because it's like Ichi is so willing to just take out Uroro at the first chance that he got, that there's like no way that he would be swayed by any form of deception, because he can tell that, no, this creature right here wants me to die, doesn't want me to exist, and at the first chance he could, he would do it. And he did almost attack Ichi, but Ichi got the upper hand on him because he had traps prepared. So I really enjoyed that. And it was really cool to learn a little bit more about the Witches Association and how important Shirobonona is to everyone. Because I thought she was just some crazy loon. Like, I understood that she's a researcher and looks into everything and analyzes everything, but the fact that her choices are so important, or her saying yes or no is so important, that shows to me that she's really about her stuff and takes researching and this magic serious. And another thing I want to talk about is I guess, what did you guys think about how easy he got approved? And another question I want to ask is, when it comes to the Mantel Witches Association, if there's the Mantel Witch Association, do you think there are other associations in this world? And if there are, do you think all of them are good? Do you think there are some evil associations or dark witch associations that they don't know about or that exist? Or are these associations based on what area and or continent / location that they're in. But the last thing I want to talk about is with Ichi coming into campus, it seems a lot of the witches. One thing I was gonna say I know is that a lot of the witches, they're more than just interested in him being a male witch. I think a lot of them are, they're falling for him because, it's very rare. And I think also this does provide a lot of opportunity for some of them to get an understanding of how male witches and how they work with magic, just because Shira Bonona says he had like the same potential as a regular witch, but I wonder if how he utilizes it or thinks about magic changes the potency and the potential of what he's just because I think last chapter 5 she was talking about how he responds to the feel of it, so he's not just like consciously summoning the magic, he's just kind of like he uses the magic as if he were hunting. Either way, I'm excited to see how he does in this next hunt, because we had a couple chapters of exposition, well, a few chapters of exposition, because I think chapter 4 through 6 here were all about Ichi going through or making it to the association, and then kind of learning about, well, making it to the city, learning about the city. And then we had 5 and 6, which was kind of learning about the association, him getting his new drip so he can continue to riz the Mantel Association, and he got an upgraded knife and wand, and now he's out the door to go get the Hasami magic, which from this panel, the last panel here, looks like an ice magic. So I'm really excited to see how these upgrades help him out and learn a little bit more about Ichi and kind of like an isolated space versus all these other characters kind of coming in and us learning about that. Although in due time, I would like to learn more about the Witch Association. But that has been chapter 6. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will be back next week with chapters 7 and probably 8. See y'all later.